Hey guys, so I know this video is a little bit late, not only for my upload time, but also for what this is going to be about. What this is going to be about is Faction Rally. And I know Faction Rally just ended Tuesday, but I figured I'd share my method on how I farm for tokens for my faction. It's the same one I've used for both Faction Rally so far, and it takes me anywhere between 8 to 9 hours, not necessarily consecutive, but 8 to 9 hours overall to get it all done. What I use is not really conventional. I actually use the Sentinel class, and I use the Code of the Protector, the one up here, and for a main reason of defensive strike, because you kill an enemy with this melee ability to create an overshield for you and your allies. Not only does it help you, but it helps your team. Melee kills also restore your health for you and your nearby allies. And turn the tide, your overshield basically lasts longer, and you do more damage from your melee. So, and you reload really quickly, so if you're firing off rockets to hit like the boss in the Lost Sector, it works really quick. And of course, like anybody else that would do this farming method, I'm using Crimson for the health gain when I get kills. So let me go and I will show you what or where I go and do all my farming at. Alright, so I farm on EDZ. The Winding Cove is where I usually go. Now, the patrols that pop up here are, 2 of them is just killing enemies for whatever drops out of them. You collect like 9 or 11 of them. And those ones are pretty simple. One appears right here, and then one over there by the rocks under the bridge. And you just go and you just kill, and the same things spawn here. In this area right here, about 3 or 4 fallen spawn. So 3 dregs and a vandal, sometimes 4 dregs and a vandal. Pretty simple to kill. Up here, usually 2 shanks, a couple vandals or invisible dregs, and there's a captain up here. Usually, not always, but usually. But I'll just circle around, run around, collect these items, what I need. And of course, if you have full head-to-toe faction gear, you'll get 2 renown, as opposed to the 1 if you just have a little bit of the armor and none of the armor on. But it's not hard. I usually do this. I don't normally die unless I get overzealous and I blow myself up, as I've done plenty of times when I'm doing the Lost Sector. But yeah, so anyway, there's this one, and then there's one other type of patrol, both of them requiring you to kill dregs, basically. Then there's 2 scanning missions, which is super easy. The one scanning mission, like if you're looking out towards the water, you go left to where the Servitor public event is, and you jump up onto the 2nd floor of the blown out building, and you just stand by a hanging bag of shanks. And once you're done, you come back here. The other one is off to the right, over where the Cabal base is, and where it wants you to scan, there's a nifty little groove in the rocks. All you gotta do is just hang out in that little groove and scan the area, and then come back here. And then, like I said, I usually will do 2 patrols, and I'll go do the Lost Sector. Sometimes I'll go for 5 if I just don't feel like it. But there's no public event, so if there's no public event, I just run down and get them, because I found that it's actually less time to just get 4 renown and then go down and loot the Lost Sector, as opposed to doing that extra mission or killing that. Now, if there's a high value target, by all means go and kill that, get your 5th renown, and come down here. But if he's not around, he hasn't spawned yet, just come down here with 4, and it's not hard. You jump up on this first step, and there's just a few fallen here and there, nothing major, some dregs, vandals, and then when you kill these ones, a drag and a vandal will come down off the upper level. See, right there's the drag and the vandal. Just drop them. Now the next part, which is usually where I bring my rocket launcher out, because the next part, there's a lot more enemies, you gotta be a little more careful, and the captain's down here. There's the boss. I usually fire my rocket off, I'll try to hit him with a grenade, pop my super, and a couple swings of my super, and boom, dead. Done. And then I'll run around, kill a few things, get my health back up. I have messed up and fired my rocket off way too soon, or way too late, and I blow myself up, or I miss the captain. Sometimes if I'm in a big hurry, I will definitely mess up. So you just got to be careful. Like I said, these ads will overwhelm you if you're not careful. And this lost sector is a little glitchy. There's been a couple times where I nuked the boss really quick, and then whenever I came over to loot the chest, I looted it, but then the door wouldn't open. So sometimes if you kill the boss a little too fast, you gotta kind of turn around and kill a few of the vandals and shanks and stuff, and then the door will eventually open. And then just come up, take a couple jumps, come around, and there's the door. Now, so usually, see right there, there's the public event. The public event's easy. It's the Cabal drill, not hard. I've done it a lot by myself because there's no one in my area. But usually, more often than not, there's at least 3 other people. Even if there's 2 other people, you can get it done. And I'll pick it up, restore all my ammo and super. Look for patrols. Like I said, if it's one where I have to go scan something, I'll go do that. It's usually every other run of going down to the lost sector, the high value target will be around. So usually I can just come up, and it's a servitor, so it's not hard to kill. It's just a little yellow bar servitor. A couple rockets to its face, and pretty much done. I'll kill the servitor, get the 2 renown from that, or 1 renown if you don't have the armor, and then do a couple patrols. And then if I see the public events up, I'll try to do Lost Sector right before it comes up. And if I don't see it, then like I said, I'll just get my 8 renown and go. Now, see, this one is killing. What is it? Oh, never mind. I didn't pick it up. Oh, and then there's this event that does appear. I don't really know the name of the event, but basically you secure bases, and there's 5 of them along the top of this ridge here. I don't really do it all that often because I feel like it's a waste of time. You only get 1 token per area that you secure, and then you get 4 at the end. I find it a lot faster. Oh, see, someone already killed the servitor. I didn't even see it. I find it a lot faster just to not worry about it, because if there's other people doing it, you'll still get the tokens for it, which is pretty cool. But public events, see, like right now, I'm waiting for the public event. There's no real point in doing a patrol because the public event's close to coming around, and I didn't want to risk going down there and missing my chance for the extra 5 tokens and the 4 renown automatically. So sometimes I'll help. I mean, if there's nothing else to do, like I said, if I'm waiting around, and if you do this too fast, because I have done it before, I don't know if it's my game or if it's me. If you go through this rotation, you do your 2 patrols, or you kill your patrol, or kill your high value target and do your patrol, run down and do your lost sector and come back up, and you do that too fast, like 2, maybe 3 times, you'll come up and no patrols will spawn. Now, I don't know myself how to fix it. The only way I've found to fix it that works is I have to go to orbit and come back down. So to prevent that from happening, just try not to run through your lost sector too quickly. Don't glitch out your farming area, because it's annoying. It really is. If you do decide to do this event, the only thing you really got to worry about are invisible yellow bar dregs. They hit really hard. They can drop you in just a few shots, especially if you're by yourself. As you can see, I have some friends with me. Well, not really friends, but randoms. Drop the yellow bar, and then he consistently keeps coming. Like I said earlier, you see I meleeed that drag, and I got my overshield, and I have full health now. So I know a lot of people are like, if you use... I know Voidwalker is probably the most ideal, but since I Titan main, I wanted to find a way to do it on my Titan, because he's the most durable of my 3 characters. And after playing around with different classes and their different specs, I found that Sentinel and using the top tree, the Code of the Protector, is just beneficial. I don't use the bubble. I just use my super as normal with the shield. But the melee is what really helps you out when you're farming. Like I said, you get that overshield, you heal, and if you're running with friends, if you don't like doing this on your own, I know it gets boring. That's why when I do it, I usually farm maybe 2 or 3 hours, and then I'm done. I go do something else and start to the next day and do another couple hours. Like I said, it took 10 hours roughly. Tuesday, as soon as the reset happened, I played for like 3 hours. The next day, I didn't really get a chance to play because it was my birthday, so people took me out. But when I got home that night, I played for a couple hours, and then the next day I grinded out another 3 hours. And then the fourth day, I think it was like Thursday or Friday, I got on, and I only had like 80 tokens I had to collect, which took me like 45 minutes to do this, and I was done. But yeah, guys, that is basically my path. I do 2 patrols, or kill a high value target, or if there's a public event, as it's about to spawn right now, if it's a public event, I will go do the public event, and then just go straight down. Sometimes if I feel like I can get it done fast enough, if there's not like a lot of people here, or maybe if I'm by myself, even when the public event spawns, I'll run it down and do the lost sector, and then just come back up and start the public event if I'm quick enough. But yeah, so something maybe you guys might want to try. The next faction rally comes out in a few weeks. If you guys wanted to try it, leave a comment. Let me know how it worked out for you. If you know of maybe a better way of how I'm doing it, by all means, let me know. But this is just the way I've done it. It's worked out. I got in both of the factions. I got Future War Cult and New Monarchy to level 50 in just a couple days. I'm planning on doing it for Dead Orbit next. But yeah, guys, drop a comment. Let me know what you guys think. And I'll see you guys on the next one. Alright, guys. Later.